Hi Pisces, welcome to your August general reading. I'll have a look at what's going on for you this month, what's coming towards you, what are your obstacles, what do you need to know the most. So let's see, messages for Pisces. Well, damn Pisces, where are you going in such a hurry this month? I don't think I have anything negative to say about this reading, if I'm honest. But I do feel, however, there is some kind of a hang up here when it comes to this move you're trying to make. Because you've got a lot of strong action cards going on here. I'll have to clarify that Nine of Wands in reverse. You do have the Six of Swords in reversed here at the bottom. And the Eight of Wands is your challenge. So I feel like you are very much in a hurry to get somewhere. But I do feel like there's like a minor hiccup into this plan of going somewhere. I guess we'll have to see where that hiccup is. Because, you know, right now, you have some major momentum happening, you know, that's going along with you here. You've got a lot of major arcanas here as well. So I do feel like there is something quite significant happening for you this month. You know, there is a sense of having confidence, of having victory here with the Chariot, and the Magician is what's coming forward towards you. It feels like, you know what it feels like to me, Pisces? You're manifesting some big dream here. Now I know, like, you hear that a lot. Oh, your dreams are coming true. A big dream is happening for you. Now, I don't say these things lightly because obviously not everybody's going to have their dreams come true in the month of August. But I do feel like, at least if your dream is not coming through this month, there is like a major step you're taking into the direction of meeting that dream, okay? Of having that dream come true. Because there's something quite powerful here that is pushing you forward, Pisces. Now, for some of you, this is in regards to love. You know, you might have someone here that, you know, is coming towards you with love, but not necessarily. I mean, the Knight of Cups is the only card here that could signify some major relationship for some of you. But I feel like this has to do with your success, okay? With what you're doing in the world, with your career, with your, you know, there's like major improvements happening, you know, on a lot of levels of your life. Okay. And I would say very strongly for some of you, you are literally moving and physically moving in some way, you know, in some corner of the world, quite literally, or you're just kind of moving house or moving jobs, or either way, you're going somewhere, okay? And you're going somewhere with a lot of confidence and a lot of power. I do feel like for some of you, you're in a position of power, in a position of authority of some sort. You are the head of, I don't know, a business, organization, something. For some of you, it could be some sort of a spiritual person, a spiritual advisor, a counselor, a psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever it is. You do have some sort of skills, attributes, someone that is very well known, very well seen, okay? It's just looking at the top row there is all, talks about someone that has a lot of power and a lot of confidence and is very well known, is from what I'm getting here. Could also mean that for some of you, you're completing some sort of a major cycle in your life with that World card. You've ended some sort of a stage in your life, you're beginning a new one, or you're headed towards the direction of completing some sort of stage in your life. Because I don't see particularly any new beginnings here, but there is some stuff here that's happening that is propelling you in the direction of achieving some major success. Like it's the end of the road for something you've planned for a very long time. But there is some sort of a blockage here because the Six of Swords is in reverse at the bottom here, and the Eight of Wands is your challenge. So, when these show up like that, especially the Eight of Wands is a challenge, I would say there could be an issue here with rushing too much, okay? Because when you rush too much, especially with the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords rushes into things, but they usually rush into things without thinking very clearly. So you could be making some kind of mistake here, okay? Because you're rushing so much, you may be overlooking something, okay? Especially in this combination, it could be that you're overlooking some aspect of this particular move you're making, or, this trajectory you're taking. So there's a little warning here with that, to pay attention to details, okay? You have the Page of Pentacles here, which is someone that is very careful with details. They're very meticulous, okay, when they're doing things. Because if you're not being careful, you might end up overdoing things, okay, if that makes sense, because that Nine of Wands is in reverse. This is someone that overdoes things and then feels frustrated or tired because they have to redo something, okay? They have to revisit something and start over. So, I would just be a little bit careful with how fast you're moving towards something, and make sure you are paying attention to details, okay? The practical details. Making sure, this is a big realization, a big plan, this like the grand design, but also the minutia details here need to be taken into consideration as well when you're going in that direction, Pisces, because you might end up actually revisiting something because you made a slight mistake. You rushed through too much into something. Now, the Six of Swords in reverse here and the Eight of Wands being your challenge, I do feel like there could be actually literally something you might have to revisit. Some aspect of your journey that needs to be recalculated, recalibrated. Something needs to be put to rest, okay? Because in your rush to move into a new direction, you might have left some kind of loose end, okay? The Six of Swords in reverse also talks about loose ends, okay? So, you might need to revisit something, let's say, okay? Okay, so let me get you some more cards. Actually, I do want to see, what is this blockage here? But actually, no, I'm not going to clarify that. I'll just use the other deck. Because I do feel like there is an issue here that needs to be resolved. So I'll ask what kind of issue needs to be resolved here. I would say, this Hierophant and the Six of Wands in reverse, this is also a little warning for you. You could become quite stubborn about something, okay? To the point where you're becoming a little bit too fixated on a particular goal. The Hierophant also talks about values, like, high standards, values, And again, I'm picking up on someone here that does have very high standards, very high morals, very high values. But there's a danger here with that Nine of Wands in reverse that might actually get in your way. So make sure you reanalyze where you're getting stubborn with things and where you need to be a bit flexible, okay? Because I feel like there is some things here that you are quite rigid with, and that's where you could become quite frustrated, and you feel like you have to uphold yourself to such high standards that it becomes a bit draining, because it's just hard for a human being to be just too hard on themselves, okay? It's there's a sense of being too hard on yourself. That's what I'm picking up. So yeah, Pisces, there's something manifesting here for you. There's some sort of a dream. There's some sort of a plan of yours that you're having for success that is in motion to be manifested. I wouldn't say it's going to manifest this month. I'm not seeing that happening this month, Pisces. But you're headed in a particular direction that's going to get you there. As long as you don't rush things too much and you pay attention to details and you make sure that you're not too stubborn, too obstinate about, certain details or certain values you might have. So let's see. You have alignment in reversed. So what is this blockage for Pisces? What is the form of this blockage? Got inception in reversed. Okay. So, what I'm picking up from these two cards, it does sort of feel like this plan for success, or whatever this is, could actually stem from something that is not aligned with your values or who you are. Because Inception talks about ancestral patterns, or, in this case, I asked, what is holding you back? It does sort of feel like you might have picked up a path that doesn't belong to you. It could be a path that belongs to someone else, and you're trying really, really hard to obtain success in that path. Okay. And, I feel like that's where you become a bit more obstinate. However, inception in reversed also means that you need to take the positive things from other people, from your lineage, from your ancestors, the things you've learned from the masters, from the teachers, from, your parents. Take the positive stuff of that and use it to your advantage. But at the same time, don't get stuck in somebody else's path. Don't get stuck in somebody else's desire for success. Okay, it needs to be your desire for success. And because you have alignment in reversed here, it's like that might be a blockage of yours where you might be doing something that's not quite in alignment with who you are here. Okay. That's sexuality. So there is a relationship here. It does seem with this Knight of Cups. So for some of you, this is a relationship showing up here. You're definitely exploring, some relationship that is also sexual in nature with someone. This Knight of Cups could be someone that is offering you love, that's coming towards you, because this is showing up in your environment. But I do feel like there is an exchange here too between you and someone else. Okay. So, there's a lot of sexy time this month for you, Pisces. Enjoy that. So this star card is what you need to leave behind. And I feel like for some of you, this is a dream of yours that you might have had that is quite impractical. Okay, there is something here that you might need to leave behind that some sort of a wish or some sort of a dream of yours that's not practical. Okay, so let me see. Soul family. Could be that some of you are becoming more social this month, because this is a card that indicates being out there and connecting to people. So it's interesting. There is some people here that are dealing with some patterns and with some alignment issues, but there's also at the same time, you know, being out there, being free and expressing yourself and connecting to people. So let's see what this outcome is about. You've got joy in reverse. Okay, so Pisces, with this joy in reverse being in your outcome, I would say just make sure that the things that you do and the values that you are actually bringing you joy in life. Because I get the feeling, especially with this Nine of Wands in reverse, you're doing things that they suck the life out of you. They suck the joy out of you. So there might be something here you're doing this month that is, again, not in alignment with your true self, your true core. And, you know, there's also a danger here of doing things that just don't bring you joy. They don't bring you pleasure. That's why that Nine of Wands is there in reverse. And like I said, be careful with being too stubborn on pursuing something that may not be even yours to begin with. You know, there might be something that you're pursuing just for the hell of it, but it's not actually in alignment with your values or your personality or your skills or something like that. And again, make sure that you understand which path to take that is more you, okay, instead of somebody else's, or just patterns and ideas and values that you might have picked up from other people surrounding you, or family or something like that. Now, you know, there is tremendous success showing up for you here. But at the same time, because that Nine of Wands is your outcome, I do feel like there are some little blockages here and there. And I feel like it's not even about you. It's just you're probably doing something the wrong way, or you're doing something that's not quite true to you. Okay, and that's where this joy in reversed is coming up for you. To be careful if you're doing something and you just feel depressed about it and you don't like it, just stop, okay? Because the Nine of Wands can get a little bit just too entrenched into doing things, repeating things. Oh, I'm going to try it again, and then, you know, I'll fail and I'll do it again because, you know, reasons. It has to be for the right reasons. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Some of you, you do have love showing up here. Okay. You do have a relationship showing up. Definitely you have two cards here that indicate you meeting new people, enjoying yourself. But when it comes to your work, your life purpose, your direction, you do need to make some adjustments, okay? Because there is success available for you here, but you might need to revisit something. And I feel like the thing you need to revisit is why you're doing it and for whom. Okay, if it's not for you, it's going to create some issues. So that was your reading, Pisces. I wish you the best, and I'll see you next time. Bye.